Hey, Teddy covers with a big game breakdown. Let's talk some NFL action. Week 12, Sunday. This one should be fun. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams coming off particularly frustrating losses last week. Cincy's loss came with a season-ending QB injury as well. Right now, look at the Wager Talk live odds screen. I'm seeing Pittsburgh 1-point favorite. Total 34.5. The market's expecting another low-scoring Steelers game. And it's easy to understand why. Pittsburgh's been in one low-scoring game after the next all season long. Before I break this game down in full, I do want to let you guys know Wager Talk /Sports Memo have a huge special Thanksgiving week. And we want to wish you and your families a happy and healthy and safe Thanksgiving. You can get a 7-day all-access pass right now from your favorite handicapper. It doesn't have to be me, anybody at Wager Talk, anybody at Sports Memo. And you'll get every play, every day, in every sport for really one of the best weeks of the year for betting, whether you like football or basketball. And not only do you get 7 days for under $10 a day, but you get all the plays as soon as they're released. So it's incredibly convenient for those who are traveling this holiday weekend. Again, once a year, we give out a $69 7-day all-access pass. It's this week. Nothing more to buy. No bait and switch. Don't miss out. And there's no coupon code needed. Just go to WagerTalk or SportsMemo.com to take advantage. So both the Steelers and the Bengals coming off pretty ugly losses in different ways. In my mind, well, they're both ugly, but I expect one of the two teams to have a better chance to bounce back here. Pittsburgh's offense stinks. Let's call it what it is. Offensive line has no chance against a solid defensive front. We saw that again in the loss to Cleveland over the weekend. Pickett literally, everyone's blaming Pickett. Pickett has no time to throw, and his receivers aren't open. Now, Pittsburgh's defense went into that game ranked number 28 in total defense, and that's ludicrously wrong. This is no bottom 5 defense. What are they doing? They're creating takeaways and they're creating red zone stops. Pittsburgh's 13-6 straight up their last 19 games, and they've averaged less than 20 points per game during that span. Don't tell me this is the number 28 defense. It isn't. But I worry about the defense letting go of the rope a little bit because the offense has been so bad. The body language on the sideline from Kenny Pickett was really bad when he was talking with the relationship with Matt Canada is dicey. Relationship with George Pickens is dicey. And again, when you have 31 dropbacks for 77 net passing yards, your body language should be pretty bad. And it was just as bad the week before. Pittsburgh outgained for the 10th straight week to open the season. And of course, that streak of winning every game decided by a single score, that ended as well this past week. Pittsburgh also with some cluster injuries in the secondary. Minka Fitzpatrick's hurt, Keanu Neal's hurt. They lost Elijah Riley in yesterday's ball game. And of course, let's not forget the quotes coming out of the locker room, because to me this stands out. Obviously, Matt Canada and the offensive game plan have been under all kinds of scrutiny, and deservedly so. But some of the quote, Najee Harris shouldn't be saying this, and a team if the locker room's right. All right, quote, there's just a lot of stuff that goes around that you guys don't see. I guess I'm trying to say I'm just at a point where I'm just tired of this shit. Is it fixable? Yeah. Are we going to fix it? Shit. You can do two things. You can look at our record and say, okay, we're good. We're still good right now. We look at the record and be like, if we keep playing this type of football, how long is that shit going to last? I look at it like, how long is that shit going to last? You all could look at it like, it's a good record, but I mean, it's the NFL. Winning how we did, it's not going to get us nowhere. He was asking if opposing defenses knew what was coming against the offense. He said, yeah, in some situations, to be honest with you. I just don't know what to do. I'm stuck in this situation where I don't have an answer to it. I don't have an answer to it. All I can do is just ride this wave. That's not a bet on quote. That's a frustrated quote. Pittsburgh's a really frustrated team. I don't like their internal chemistry right now. Obviously, Joe Burrow out for the year. Huge loss for Cincinnati. How far do you drop the Bengals in your power ratings? I made a 5-point adjustment between Joe Burrow and Jake Browning. Maybe it's worth more. Maybe it's worth less. That's what I made. I made a 5-point adjustment. Browning was okay. you know, as we would expect for someone coming off the bench without a chance to practice with the starters. He's done a lot of work with the scout team. It's his first chance to go with the real receivers. I like this quote from Zach Taylor, head coach. And of course, since he's only 2-5 without Joe Burrow behind center since 2020, their defense has been dicey, 6.1 yards per play allowed. Certainly, when you're talking about facing Pittsburgh's defense, that's a concern. This quote stood out to me from Zach Taylor. Quote, "We got a lot of talent on this roster, and the season is far from over. I'm excited to see how the guys respond next week. Obviously, this longer weekend, let's not forget, they played on Thursday. Pittsburgh played on Sunday. Obviously, this longer weekend comes at a good time for us. It's a chance to regroup, get healthy, and come back next week ready to attack Pittsburgh." I think Cincy can do that. I expect Cincy to come away with a W. Give me the Bengals. What do we got? +1? Maybe you get better than that before kickoff. That's the way I'm looking on Sunday. Thanks for watching Wager Talk TV, and best of luck with your wagers.